Welcome to Talk to Me with life coach Natasha. My name is Natasha Sherman and I am your host. My guest today is Arlon Bennett. He is a musician, singer, songwriter, and I'd like to read to you a little about him. Arlon Bennett is like a Norman Rockwell of singer-songwriters. He delivers timeless stories and melodies in a style that recalls Harry Chapin and vintage James Taylor. Arlon has been recognized for his talents as a performing songwriter in several prestigious songwriting competitions throughout North America. His new CD, Summer's Voice, is enjoying media attention and radio airplay with its cohesive mix of songs, ranging from the playful Red Light Kiss.
I got a red light kiss. I got the green light with you.
If there's one thing you want people to know about you and your music, what would it be?
That's a great question, and I would say that it's honest.
So when you say honest, that means something different to each of us. So
Yes.
for you, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean that it's the core of its delivery and its creation comes from a very honest place.
Okay.
You know, because not all songs bear the truth. You know, so I'm not trying to talk about the honest that every song is the absolute truth, but the content, where it comes from a very honest place. Rolling off the highway like a dog without a home. Bandanas round his head on wheels of faded chrome. Pumping gas, he told me how his life had changed. The war was on in Saigon when they called his name. Bandana man wears a red one for the fallen, white for where they've gone, blue for how he feels. Though he don't know you, he'll stop long enough to tell you. Nothing wipes the tears away like a bandana can. There's a lot of us performing writers out there, especially in today's times, who are writing all kinds of, all kinds of powerful stuff that is, to me, hits you over the head with a belief. You know, I try to go a little bit, I try to sidestep that and look at the fact of what is and how it affects somebody.
This is your latest CD.
Yes.
And it is called Summer's Voice.
Yes, it is.
So where does that name come from?
That name comes from a sort of a reversal of the voice of summer, you know. And I'm a big baseball fan. And 3 years ago, I'm a huge Met fan, by the way, because I was a big Met fan. And one of their broadcasters was named Bob Murphy. And he just oozed such goodness and wonderfulness about the game and about bringing the game to you across the radio waves of the airwaves. And he passed away about 3 years ago. And when he did, it's just like those guys generally who have been with you ever since you can remember anything. You don't think they go. You think they're always going to be there. So when he passed away, I just was moved to write something to remember him. The radio booth is silent where the jets pass overhead. A million grown-ups say their childhood is dead. And there were times I listened to every word he said. I was summer's voice. The hometown uncle I never had brought the gift of baseball since I was a lad. Always sounding good even when my team was bad. I was summer's voice. Summer's voice was sweet in the car or on the beach, painting yet another game. And it was automatic to want to listen through the static just to hear his play-by-play. so much more than a pastime score. Ah, with summer's voice. Late summer nights, when I was 10 years old, we played the Dodgers on the West Coast. And underneath my pillow, with the radio playing low, ah, was summer's voice. Summer's voice was sweet in the car or on the beach, painting yet another game. And it was automatic to want to listen through the static, just to hear his play-by-play. So much more than a pastime score. Ah, was summer's voice. So here's the happy recap to a life well spent. I hope you fastened your seatbelts at the very end, 'cause now you're doing games for Casey, Gil, and all the rest. Ah, with summer's voice, there it goes. Ah, with summer's voice. A song I wrote called Be the Change. And I was lucky enough last year to have it picked by Noel Stuckey of Peter, Paul, and Mary fame, the Paul and Peter, Paul, Mary. And he picked that song as one of the top 10 socially conscious, kind of important songs in America. A woman stepped on the bus like any one of us after a hard working day. She walked halfway back to a seat marked for blacks and took her place. She was someone who really understood how a law could be a crime, when she wouldn't give her seats to a white man on his feet. Yeah, it was time to be the change you want to see around you. Be the right in a world of wrong. Be the one to make a difference. Be the change, be the change. I wonder, yes I wonder, oh I wonder where the goodbyes go. Oh I wonder what I may never know. Oh, where the goodbyes go.